we have here game number 2 for GosuLeague between Infused and Mouz. We had the previous game. It was just, it was won by Mouz. It was two different tactics, one to go for early game, one to go for late game. And at some point the late game team was able to hold back the early game team long enough for them to take the late game. And it's just kind of textbook Dota, I guess. You can call that schoolbook Dota, either way, you know what I mean. As well, this is the second game, so we're going to see if Infused is going to be able to make their tactic work this time, if they're going to be able to take down towers fast enough, or if they're going to take a whole different route, going to go for a different tactic. So it's Infused versus Mouz. Mouz on the dire side, Infused on the Radiant side. My name is Sheever, I'm a GosuGamers caster. I do not have a co-caster with me tonight, as you might have noticed. So, well, that's just everything I want to say about that one. We have an Enchantress ban out from Infused and a CK ban out from Mouz. Once again, they banned it out as the first one in the previous, first ban in the previous game as well. Well, an Enchantress ban out from Infused, indicating that they probably want to go for a Chen once again. Let's see if Mouz is going to give it to them, or if they're going to be able to, or if they're going to force them to pick up a Furion or something. If they're going to leave that in the pool and pick up the Chen for themselves, it's like a kind of choice that you have to make as a second picking team. Which heroes are you going to leave in the pool, and which heroes are you going to leave in the pool so that you can still pick up some of the good heroes later on. We have an Invoker ban out and a Lycan ban out. Not very surprising ban outs for the first two for Mouz so far. I mean, you're banning those heroes out that you don't want your opponent to, that you definitely don't want your opponent to play. And yeah, for Infused it just means that they don't want to play it themselves, but they don't want to face it either. Of course, that's the same thing for every draft phase, so I say that the same thing every time again. Reserve time for Infused as they're thinking about their third ban. I mean, we still have Le Chen in, we still have the Furion in, we still have the Darkseer in, we have a lot of heroes in. Leshrac was picked up by Mouz in the first, as first pick in the previous game. All of those heroes still in, and there goes the Leshrac banned out. They don't want to face that one anymore, played by Sing Sing. We have a Darkseer banned out as well from Mouz. They don't have the captain with them, 1437, which is a signature player for Darkseer, and yeah, they don't have that anymore, so they don't really want to face it either, and don't want to use it themselves either. Nature's Prophet being picked up by Infused, leaving the Chen still in the pool for Mouz to pick up if they want it, together with the Broodmother as well, if they would want that one. Even though I think it got through the bans picks in the previous game, and I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure. We'll find out though. Well, we'll not find out actually, not at all. And, well, Mouz taking their time about thinking about what they're going to be picking up here. Is it going to be a Chen? Is it going to be a Broodmother? Is it going to be none of the above? Maybe they want, well, a Sand King would also not be bad as when the Invoker is already out. And I feel like I'm forgetting some hero.
Reserve time.
I definitely am forgetting some hero, aren't I? Shame on me. Shame on me. I don't know though. Don't know which. We will find out. If it gets picked up, I will say like, oh, that's the one I forgot, and then, you know, you caught me. But if I don't say that, then I didn't really forget anything at all, of course. They're thinking about it very hard, though. I mean, taking into the bonus time, there's the Chen. I could have told them that. And are they going to fill it up with a Broodmother, or are they going to go for a solo lane? Nah, Broodmother. So Broodmother is a solo lane as well. So that is the Broodmother. Not very surprising. They shouldn't have ticked into the bonus time for that. I could just told them you're going to pick that one, and then, you know, it would have been done. For Infused, what are they going to pick up with that one? They have an Nature's Prophet. They could send it into the jungle, but solo lane is a bit preferred, and they need a jungle hero. They could pick up an Enigma right now to make sure that they have a solid jungle hero and already have a solid solo lane with Nature's Prophet as well. And they could even mix that up if they really wanted to. But I think they still want to pick up a jungle hero if they have the possibility to, which they still have. It would definitely not be a bad thing. Maybe together with a Sand King, or with something that can counter the Broodmother already. Sand King or Tidehunter. There we go, Sand King. Oh, and the Crystal Maiden. Okay, I was not expecting that one. You can't have everything right, of course. That would be a bit over the top. So Crystal Maiden picked up by Infused. Their support for whichever heroes yet to come. Not giving anything away right now. Could still have the Furion in the jungle. It's not really ideal, but they could do it. And the reason I keep saying that they have something that they should have something in the jungle is because, of course, Chen is in the jungle on the dire side, and they will want to have the same farm, the same golden experience and stuff like that. So that's why I keep saying that one. As well, last pickup before the second ban phase is gonna go to Mouz. Let's see what they're gonna pick up. Probably a solo lane. Well, maybe even a support. I mean, they realize like Infused picked up their support. There we go. We have a Venomancer being picked up for them. And purely the reason is, I mean, Infused picked up their support, and that's a very large risk that Infused is gonna ban out some supports if they didn't pick up them supports
Dire
as
team
well.
banned.
In the last pick before the
Radiant
ban phase.
team banned.
And we have some ban outs. We have a Brewmaster ban outs from Mouz, knowing that he is a good combination with the Crystal Main with a dual lane, because we are looking at dual lanes right now. And Lone Druid is a solo lane, because like I said, Mouz is still needing solo lanes. So far they need one solo lane and one carry kind of for supporting the Venomancer. Maybe even a Juggernaut. They don't really play Juggernaut, but Infused does. Huh. That would be funny if they use that against Infused, because Infused is the one that picked up the Juggernaut again. And actually, the first time that I saw them do it again, they beat Na'Vi with that strategy, so a
10
good one to have
seconds
as well.
remaining.
Let's see, the ball is in the court of Infused. Let's see what they're gonna ban
5
out
seconds remaining.
next. Probably another solo lane, maybe a Wintron or a Queen of Pain or something like that. Or maybe
Reserve
even something
time.
like, of course, they need a mid hero as well. Solo mid hero. So there's a lot of solo mid heroes actually that I could ban out. Yeah, if they're banning out pushing like heroes, they could ban out Shadow Shaman as well if they really wanted to, or Death Prophet as well. There we go. That's a
Dire
mid hero.
team
I did
banned.
think Death Prophet, but I didn't say it out loud. I know you're not gonna believe me
Radiant
now. You don't
team
have to.
pick.
Shadow Demon being banned out by Mouse. They don't want to have a solid tri lane with that one, or dual lane even, to have a massive gang set up from
Anti-mage.
Infused side. And they're gonna pick up the Anti-Mage just to make sure that Mouse
Dire
is not picking
team
that one
pick.
up. So Wagamama gonna be playing his Anti-Mage, supported by Crystal Main, probably in the middle lane. With a dual lane is yet to come out still from, well, actually it could be a solo lane. It could be a solo lane still with a still Fury in the jungle and a solo lane for the Sand King versus the Broodmother. We're gonna see how that's gonna work out though, if they're gonna actually do that, if they're gonna pick up a solo laning for that one. Mouse, what do they need? Like I said, they need a
10
carry.
seconds
They need
remaining.
wow, actually they need a solo lane. They could fit
5
both in one
seconds
though. They could go
remaining.
for a Cling still, but then they Clink's first an anti-mage, he can silence if he gets up his
Reserve
level and
time.
fast enough, then he does have that one. I need to sip water, sorry. I really need to sip water. I've been talking so much. Because yes, I can shut up, if you're wondering. It's just not a thing to do with being a commentator. So, let's see what Mouse is gonna do. They're ticking into the bonus time. They kind of need a hero that can maintain on solo lane, and need a hero that can go together with a Venomancer. And they need a carry still too, so that's what their discussion is going to be. And since their captain is missing, oh,
Clinks.
there's a Cling still. I called it.
Radiant team pick.
I like being right. In case you didn't notice that yet, Kling's being picked up here by Mouse, so that's going to be the hero for Black to play. And they're gonna try to shut down the anti-mage fairly fast with that. If Klinks gets enough farm up, he can definitely do that. But if he gets some malevolence, he can silence the anti-mage so he can't blink away, and that's banned. That anti-mage. And for Infused, what do they still need? Oh, like I said,
10
they could use
seconds
a
remaining.
mid hero if they are not gonna go for an anti-mage mid lane together
5
with the Crystal
seconds
Main.
remaining.
But they still have a
Lina.
lot of heroes to pick up. I was not expecting Lina though.
Dire
I can
team
I can
pick.
be honest about that. I mean, I did say that I expected a Death Prophet to be banned out, but I didn't say it. But I was not. I
Sven
didn't even have Lina in my
Spanberg.
head. I didn't even have Sven in my head. I'm glad I didn't make any predictions for that one. Very glad even. That will mean that Klinks is probably gonna be in the mid lane, or at least Venomance is gonna be supporting as Sven. We need some early game gankage going on. And of course, Lina is probably going to be on a lane with the Sand King because I have been told, actually I have not been told, but I have heard in an interview that was done with Sing Sing, I believe it was. I'm going to switch overlays for a second before I continue talking. Come on, do it! There we go. Fixed. I have heard that if a Leshrac is already banned and you still want the combination of solid stuns, you pick up a Lina, because Lina stuns is also one of those
10
delayed stuns,
seconds
but does have a
remaining.
pretty long duration, and you can land it perfectly after a burst strike
5
from the Sand King,
seconds
so it's a
remaining.
guaranteed double stun. That is that is the reason. Most likely, we're probably gonna have a pause because I see some people have not picked up their heroes yet. But we're gonna go over to Mouse's side, who are now on the there. There we have the pause to see who's playing what. We see Black playing the Klings, no surprise there. Sexy Bamboo is gonna be played a Broodmother, his signature hero finally picked up by him. We have the Sing Sing playing the Sven. Sing Sing playing the Sven. I'm gonna say it again. Sing Sing is playing a Sven. Oh, he has some nice items as well. He has a helmet. He has a new sword. He has a shoulder thing. He has a cloak. It's kind of cool. The rest of the heroes does not have any items yet. No, no. Okay, and we have two stand-ins. We have Eom Shaker, but that is actually the Nino from Copenhagen Wolves. So in case you're wondering, that is the Nino from Copenhagen Wolves. I'm gonna call him Earth Shaker a lot because his name looks a lot like that one, even though it's a Chen. I'm hoping to see the difference this time. We have FSM, who is actually known for none other than FSM on his Steam profile, so I have no clue who that is, apart from FSM. So just so you're aware of that one. He's gonna be playing the Venomancer. And we see Black singing some Bloodhound Gang. Always fun. Fight like man, no Chen. What? And normally it's we see Come With Me on the Chen. We did have Come With Me in the party earlier, but then his internet dropped away and he was forced to well, you know, he didn't come back anymore, so he's forced to be replaced. And 1437 was replaced as well in this. As we don't really know what was up with him because he was in earlier as well, but he needed to be replaced as well. So two replacements in the meantime. We have infused everybody there picking up their heroes. Oh, we missed the Sunbathing Sand King. Damn it. Doesn't really matter though. We'll see it some other time. We have Region playing the Lina. We have EGM or Eggum playing the Nature's Prophet. We have Fishbone playing the Crystal Main. Wagamama on the Anti-Mage, and Minnie is going to be playing that Sand King. And everybody going towards top lane because top lane is where the party is at. Well, apart from Nature's Prophet who made some treants. So actually, he is the one that's gonna be late to the party. Or is he gonna go to the mid lane? Okay, he's gonna be party pooper then. Okay. I think it's mammals, right? Mammals. I think it's mammals. Anyway. Doesn't really matter. We have Infused trying to catch out Klinks. Won't be able to do so though.
30 seconds to battle.
Place a ward, fairly safe. So we're gonna have Klinks on a solo top lane for Mouz. We're gonna have a Broodmother on the solo bottom lane for Mouz as well. And these three, are they gonna be? Are these gonna be a mid lane, or is Sexy Bamboo actually gonna rotate to the middle lane afterwards? That would be very tricky, because then, I mean, they have got the ward here, so Infused will see that ward, thinking, okay, we are versus the Broodmother, and then all of a sudden they're singing a Venomancer, while Sexy Bamboo is in the middle. That is exactly what the plan's gonna be. And if Anti-Mage is finding out, okay, I'm versus the Broodmother, I don't want to be here anymore, they might switch the lanes before anything else has happened, and then they find out it's not Sexy Bamboo, and then, well, now they know though. They will see him soon. They will see him soon. Gonna put up a web, and now they know. Okay. Well, spoiler. Anyway, he's gonna be up first with EGM. Niche Prophet there. Oh, I just checked for a second. I was afraid I lost my overlay. Haste Rune up on Mini, who is gonna try to find Sexy Bamboo, but they don't have a ward, so they're not prepared for this one. As Fishbone is also in the middle. Burst Strike actually lands upon him. Sexy Bamboo taking a lot of damage. Is there gonna be enough? Yes, there is a ward, and that's gonna be the end of Sexy Bamboo. That's the first blood going to Mini.
First blood on the sand.
And that is, I checked the Sand King, I checked the Nature's Prophet, but I did not check the Crystal Maiden who had the Sentry Ward, and that is a very fast first blood, and he's back already, knowing now that he should be more careful placing a second ward there too, as this bottom lane is, well, they're gonna switch it up. They are gonna switch it up. Nature's Prophet's gonna be on this middle lane, and it's gonna be Minnie who's gonna be facing the Sexy Bamboo here. And on the top lane we have a solo Lina right now for the Klinks. That's not really a fun lane for Lina to be at. Not at all.
Nay.
Anti-Mage actually rotated to the top lane, middle lane. He's gonna take the farm here. Even though Sexy Bamboo, Sand King was totally ready for going up for Sexy Bamboo, picked up Caustic Finale as well. And Anti-Mage rotating to the top lane, because that's where he's gonna pick up most of the farm afterwards, because this lane will be a 1 versus 1. This lane will be a 2 versus 3, kinda, with one in the jungle. And Crystal Main gonna help out the Nature's Prophet as TP goes to the bottom lane. It's gonna be a trial lane versus trial lane. Lina TP's there too, as we have some nice lane rotations, with Infused having to anticipate Mouz their lanes. And that is one of the things about Dota that you always have to be careful about. I mean, you have to win your lanes, kinda. You want to win your lanes rather. Sometimes you're based more on lanes than other times. Of course, Infused now also based on their Anti-Mage needing farm, and he would not get that much farm on his bottom lane, where he would be harassed by the Venomance, and he would not be getting that much farm on first the Broodmother as well, because you know he would harass him out. Wow, Burst Strike doing a lot of damage there. And so he rotates to the top lane where it's versus Klinks, where it should be easier, even though it's still not easy. But he will have a spell shield probably at one level 4 or something like that, just so he's able to survive those flaming searing arrows. And we have Mini still harassing Sexy Bamboo, who had to take his salve already. Still has 2 tangos left, so that's something, but Sand King still has 2 tangos and a salve. So that's a difference right there. Well, there goes Chen. He has a Centaur. He wants to go for the Sand King. Bruno picks up an illusion rune. That will be helpful for that as well, if this is actually going to turn into a gank, which it just might not, because of course Chen is just also just happily farming as well. He could just continue his farm in the meantime as well, as Lina is taking some harassment from a ward, but we should be fine. We have EGM being the one to take the farming. He is 12 for 6 right now. Sing Sing is 12. Oh, sorry. Sing Sing is 7 for 5. It's not taking that much. And Venomancer got 1 so far, but they can't really do anything anymore. They can't really do anything with this tri lane. They can't get in close because 1 Frostbite followed up by a Lina stun. That's just too much to deal with. As we have Chen rotating to this middle lane, but the gank did not really work out from what it seems. First strike landing on Sexy Bamboo. Sexy Bamboo take a lot of damage, and there's a sentry ward actually being placed as well, just in case he goes into a Sandstorm, but he does not have Sandstorm, but they don't know that yet. If he goes into a Sandstorm, they will be able to catch him out. But no gank. He did use all of his tangos for that though. But still has a self. Should be fine though. Soul Ring being put together up on the Broodmother's almost there. Just 100 gold away from that one. First strike does not hit Sexy Bamboo this time. Otherwise it would have cost him in a lot of life with only 1 left for that one. Stun landing on Lina. They want to go for that. Gale landing too. Nice Sprout though, blocking in them. Stun landing on Sing Sing from Lina. He's gonna be able to get out from this one, but he's still 50% slow, so still taking a lot of damage. And there's a Chen. Gonna help out. Nice block from the Ursa Warrior. And Chen getting the last hit with the Ursa Warrior as well, as EGM is gonna back off from this one. He doesn't want to be there anymore. Not surprising. Not surprising at all. As we have a nice drawing on the map of the walking path from the Chen. And just Mini making sure that it was not his fault that Chen turned up there, because he did not see him going there. TP back from Lina instantly. Even though I think without the Chen it probably would have been a kill too. Even though it was nice blocking from the Ursa Warrior, I'm not 100% sure about that one. Klink's level 6 in the meantime, picked up a Ring of Aquila, is 26 for 9 right now. His Anti-Mage is 9 for 2. He's not really getting anything done right here, but at least he's getting levels and is not going to get killed off in theory, because he will be able to blink away from that one. Mini still hasn't picked up Sandstorm. He's got his epicenter now though. And hello Donkey. Need 3 hits for that one. Not gonna be able to get that. Not going to be able to get that. In the meantime, lane looks a bit better on the bottom lane. Oh, where is he gonna go? Stun from Lina does not hit on the Chen, but does not need to hit. He's gonna go down anyway. Lina taking the last hit. The web does not matter. Dragon Slave will still go through, and that is an easy kill for Infused, and they pick up the experience on Nature's Prophet as well, even though he did not get the kill, but then who cares? Everybody was in the vicinity to pick up some gold, pick up some XP, and well, in the meantime, Sing Sing does profit from this for semi-free farm though, so that will put his gold in a bit of an advantage, as the gold advantage is still in favor of Infused, but that is not surprising, because like I said earlier, they have a jungle hero. They don't actually. Wow. Shame on me. They have a kill advantage. Well, the jungle hero for Mouz is not really working out gold-wise then. Wow, shame on me. Can't see anything black screen. I don't think there's a black screen. I don't think there's lag. If there's lag, my sister should tell me. We have a smoke up from there's a smoke up from on the Chen and on the Venoman, so they want to go for the Sand King. There is a ward still up. It's gonna disappear though, so they won't have that one any much longer. And so there is a Troll Warlord able to lay down a net. They should know by now that there's no Sandstorm up on the Sand King. Gale is gonna land though. Are they gonna be able to do that? There's no ward. There's no net. Troll Warlord should have been the one to initiate on that one, but it's not. He didn't. So no net from him. Shame. Shame indeed. No kill for Mouz for that one. The Sing Sing is being forced back again. Can't really farm here anymore, or at least not when the lane is pushed out that far, because, well, you can't really go there because it's just too big of a risk with Lina there, with Furion there, and well, with no support, he's there all left by himself. As Venomancer and Chen has rotated to the top lane, they want to catch out the Anti-Mage or Crystal Maiden, but they know now Crystal Maiden is there because they saw her. And there is Black wanting to help out for something as well. There's the net. Are they gonna be able to get that? Test of Fate, but Blink Away is there. They want to catch out the Crystal Maiden instead, but Crystal Maiden is gonna be able to TP away from that one. So they saw that with the ward there as well, and that's not gonna be a kill. And that is Klings aiming to make a Malevolence, picking up 2 Sage's masks already. He needs to for his Oblivion stabs. Mini's Burst Strike missing. And there's the dust landing on Sexy Bamboo, but he was so far back already that they're not going to be able to get it. And the dust will be on a 1-minute cooldown. Meantime, bottom tower gets pressured by Nature's Prophet and its trains as well. Even though not really a lot of trains. Actually doesn't, there's still one train. Phew, I didn't lie. And force out the fortification with them as well. Fortification out for the top lane as well. Nice deny! Deny from Sexy Bamboo with the Spiralings. And 2 towers being pressured at the same time, and 2 towers going down actually. This one going down as well. There we go, Nature's Prophet taking the tower. This one does not get denied. As the gold graph is not looking in favor for Mouz right now. 1k, it will tip up even more because this is just 1 tower, I believe. It will go up even more than that. In the meantime, we do have Chen rotating back to the middle lane again. His level 4 does not have a Hand of God yet either. They want to go for Mini though, they need to go for Mini. He is happily farming, he has 1 kill, he's got an epicenter as well. He's gonna abuse it as well. He's just gonna hope to catch up some of the Spiralings. What kind of epicenter is that one? Well, that was a new one. First, like, that's how you get Spiralings. Pops the dust. That is Sexy Bamboo in some trouble. And there's a TP in from EGM. Will they be able to get it? There's a Sprout. And that's gonna be the kill up on Sexy Bamboo. Uses 1 charge. Will still be able to kill off the Crystal Maiden, but still die himself though. Chen trying to help out something, but his level 4 is to have to back off again. Gil landing on both. Does FSM want to chase this? No, he doesn't, because he'll get stunned by Lina. Lina backing off. Lina's level 6, not level 6 at either, so no Laguna Blade just yet. In the meantime, Sing is still happily farming, 27 for 10 right now. So I'm gonna take a look at these stats for a second. Nature's Prophet, highest... Well, no, that's not true. Yeah, it's kinda true. Because, of course, there's 76 last hits on the Sand King, but a lot of those are gonna be Spiralings, and we don't really know how many of those are Spiralings and how many of those are random creeps. So, we can't really count him in. Even though he's got 2 kills, he did a great job on his middle lane and actually won the mid lane as well. I think I can definitely say that. Even though now he has left his lane. He has, right? Where did he go? Yeah, there he goes, to the middle. That's a danger if you're gonna be up versus a Sand King, versus Broodmother. You have to always be up versus a Broodmother, and not just for a second. And he's back at least, yeah. Because otherwise, Broodmother will push down the tower, which he was planning to do if Sand King did not TP in there. Tier 1 tower is gonna drop here, with nobody of Mouz to defend it. And now, yeah, we're checking this one. Yeah, so Nature's Prophet having 50 for 10 right now, a lot of gold for him. Blink's doing a bit better than him, 61, and we can assume that these are all normal creeps. So great farm by Black so far, did not get any kills, but still not doing bad at all, and is making up for the, well, picked up his Oblivion staff, and he can definitely pull this together. He can probably get kills faster than the Antimates can. Antimates needs a bit more time on the lane, a bit more time in the forest to farm. Look at that damage he's taking already. He's got a poor man's shield, but who cares? He's 3 arrows, he's down to half HP. That is Black. That is the Klings. Making sure that, you know, if once he gets his Malevolence up, there is no save for the Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage will probably die at least once. Sexy Bamboo still on this middle lane. He's not gonna leave it anytime soon too. He wants to get those towers. Sexy Bamboo's job. Towers, towers, towers.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
In the meantime, talking about towers, bottom tower getting pressured. Venomancer there together with Sing Sing, who's now all red, is gonna attack the tower again now. Now that the fortification is off, landing a stun on the creeps, making sure that they get killed off fairly fast. He's gonna make sure that the tower is attacking the creeps again, and he's gonna take the last hit of the tower. So good farm for him. He got an assist so far, did not die yet, and 40 last hits together with tower money. He is doing pretty okay. Not all that great. I mean, he was up versus a very difficult tri-lane at start, so did have some issues there with last hits. It's not got as much last hits that a Nature's Prophet has for 55. But not doing bad at all, and especially not since the bottom lane kind of got left alone by the Nature's Prophet, so he had the freedom to farm there for a long time. Our Anti-Mage is now going to farm instead, because he is being given free farm as well now. And let's check some of the items, because I just saw some of the items that I did not see yet. We have Mini picking up a Blink Dagger and a Gem of True Sight. So that's going to be Sexy Bamboo having to pay a lot more attention than he did before. Lina is gonna help out with that as well. Burst Strike Lina is of course sorry, Dragon Slave, sorry. The stun is dead, the stun, and that's actually hand of God! Just in time, Epicenter won't do the job anymore. Lina is gonna go down, Klink's taking care of that one. And that is Infused, probably having to back up. Frostbite up on the Klinks, they pop their mechanism, which is up on the Nature's Prophet, and gonna try to make it out from that one. Stun still lands on EGM, though they wanna go for this. Crystal Main's Nova, and is still there, but there's Klinks taking a double kill, killing off the Nature's Prophet as he still did his ultimate before he went down. Frostbite up on Sexy Bamboo, gonna back off from the tower, gonna have to. Still not too far though, because they want to pressure this, probably take a reward trophy from this fight that they managed to successfully beat. I mean, that was the ultimate combo from Infused. They popped up a Burst Strike, a Lightning Array, whatever it's called, Light Array, Light Strike, or Array, yeah, stun from Lina, and followed up with the Laguna Blade, but it did not kill Sexy Bamboo. One last hit would have done the job, but then there was a perfectly timed Hand of God. And then, well, maybe you could consider it a bit too late, but it kept him alive, so it was perfectly timed. And that was just a whole turnaround. Klink's coming in from the side, taking care of some heroes, taking care of 2 heroes, getting a double kill from that one. And, of course, Mouz now taking home a tower as well. So the tower is only 1 tower difference, as we will see the gold graphs dropping back towards the 0 line. Only 1k difference so far, as we hear Mouz just 16 landing out his stun, but he has mana boots, so he can just spam those on creeps as well. I was worried that there was a hero for a second. And experience graph, look at that fight. Bam! Mouz winning a team fight. That's just what a team fight does. It's an experience graph, by the way, not called experience. Experience is also always a bit more flexible than a gold graph. Unless you, of course, reach level, everybody reaches level 25 at some point. Regeneration up on Nature's Prophet. Useful. Not. Nature's Prophet, who has got a Medallion of Curse, so we might see them going for Roshan fairly soon. And a mechanism, as we just saw, is saved the life of some, but not of himself, as he got picked off by the Klink still. And the Epicenter from Mini not doing that much in the previous fight as well. As well, now there we go, the gold graph back to 0 once again. And I have to remember, it's back to 0 with 2 kills in favor for Mouz, but 1 tower in favor of Infused. So, yeah. Take that into consideration. It's fairly even though, still. Oh, it was fairly even until the Malevolence was up on Black. There's the Frostbite, he turns towards Crystal Maiden instead, and that's gonna be a kill! There's gonna be a Black, and still gonna try to survive. Mana Void is not doing the job, Hand of God helping out as well, and that is him staying alive, and there's the Epicenter, he's gonna chase it, but it's not gonna be enough, he's too fast! He is too fast! Black not able to kill that one off. And there was a Laguna Blade, there was a stun. It was just not enough. There were stick charges. That is Black staying alive. And of course, in case you're wondering, he was in a Frostbite, and you can't auto attack then, of course. But still, it's an arrow. You can still attack if you then just use your W attack, W attack, W attack. You will be able to attack. You can't right click your target, but you can W attack all the time. And that is why Crystal Main dropped so fast there. He did die, yeah? Yeah, he did. That is, yeah, in case you're wondering that is what happened. And we have, EGM trying to farm a bit more, so he's looking for a kill though, he's gonna look for Anti-Mage. He has his Malevolence, he can silence him, and he can definitely bring him down as well. There's a silence, there's a right click, there's a strafe as well. Look at that damage, 1 more right click needed, and he goes down! Dominating Klinks, killing off the Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage will have a very hard time from now on, but there's Lina, wants to do something. Skeleton Walker's there too though, Doss. In the meantime, the rest of the team came to help out, or at least Sing Sing was. Sing Sing is on the run right now. Is he gonna be able to run away from this one? Yes, he is, and Klinks is... Where's Klinks? I just saw him. He's TP'd out of that one. In the meantime, top tower went down to Chen, being left alone on this top tier 1 tower, and... Oh, there we go, sorry. I was trying to draw on the map, didn't work. But yeah, he took down a tower. Great distraction, of course, and that is gonna cause Infused so much issues, that Klinks. They banned it out in the first game, and they probably would have been smarter if they banned it out in the second game as well, but not doing that, giving Klinks that hero, giving Black that hero, who is now he's just on the hunt for kill. He's like, okay, I've farmed creeps already, done that, or been there, done that, let's go farm heroes instead. He's gonna look for a creep to convert, and then he's gonna continue. I actually wonder, can he eat friendly creeps? I don't think he can, right? I'm thinking because of course chance creeps are more HP based than the creeps of the in the forest, because you get a bit of extra HP when you're a Chen on your creeps. That's the Roshan going down, and there's not going to be anything that Infused is going to do about it, or are they? Wow. Mini has got a blink burst like Epicenter if he wants to, but being spotted out by Sexy Bamboo. We'll pick up a Yasha. And probably go for BKB afterwards or something like that. Not gonna go for Mansell. I'm saying that already. Because I've made that mistakes tons of times where I said they were gonna go for Mansell, but then they didn't. It's very confusing. Double damage rune, picked up AGM. They know Roshan is still there, they know Roshan was attempted, and they know that Mouz is backed off, but they also know that they still want him. Both teams still want him. Are they gonna be able to do something about that? Of course, it's a very close vicinity to fight, and so if it does turn into a team fight, the epicenter will make a big difference in favor of Infused. But then again, same thing goes for the Sven stun. But then again, you have Lina stun will make it a big difference also, and Nova there as well. It's just it's gonna be very tricky. It's gonna be very tricky. I say that word a lot, don't I? Yes, I do. Sorry for that one. Looks like Infused is giving up here. They still have the Treants there though, so they know that when something is gonna happen. Sexy Bamboo in the middle once again. We have all black. Wants to go for Wagamama. Is he gonna be able to do that? There's a silence. There's a straight. There's the flaming arrows, searing arrows, doing a lot of damage. Is he gonna be able to TP away this time though? Is he not gonna try? He's gonna jump into the foil, then his TPM away. Wagamama staying alive. That's the thing that you have to do. Get away from that Clinks, and successfully so. Gonna have to heal up though, giving his team a bit of more freedom with Roshan right now. There's only 3 heroes here that can do something about it, and they are pretty squishy with the 3 of them. And with one stun from Sing Sing will probably get them both down. Get 3 of them down, or at least in the time that they're stunned, they will go down. And of course, there's a Hand of God from the Chen going through as well, with a mechanism as well. It will be just a tricky thing to do. Yeah, I know. I said it again.
Radiant's top tower is under
Top tower getting pressured by some creeps, as we saw. They still want Roshan, and Infused still doesn't want to give it. They are there. They know that they're there. They know that the teams there are actually there. Goes the first one, goes away. And that's gonna be Sand King towards the top lane to defend this, and that's gonna be the giving the Roshan to Mouz, as they can't do anything against that anymore. Or at least they decided that they can. Get picked up by the Broodmother. Actually hasn't died so far. I mean, oh well, I'm on only 10 kills so far on this game with 20 minutes in. So unlike Mouz. But then we have had Black now getting away from his farm and just started to take out heroes, or to attempt to take down heroes. Because he's gonna wait until we can eat that creep. There he goes. Get the gold from that as well. There goes the Spiderling. Spiderling down! AGM still farming in the forest to get up a 4 staff for him. More utility items for the Nature's Prophet, as they have the anti-mage going for the items that will make differences in teamfights, or it makes, does the damage in teamfights, I should say. And he picked up a Yasha, so he is gonna go for Mansell, I can fairly certainly say. As Broodmother is just, he's gonna find out, the creeps. Gonna find out some free Treants if he managed to get a kill on those. He can't find out the Nature's Prophet though, because he already backed out. I mean, check out the positioning of Infused. They are so careful. They're all in the middle lane apart from the Sand King. Sand King, who's gonna, doesn't really want to leave his base, is also gonna go towards the middle lane, because they don't really want to get caught out, and that's just the Clinks. That's just the Clinks. They don't want to be by themselves. As soon as the Clinks shows up, they're dead. The only one able to get away from that one is maybe it was the Anti-Mage, like we just saw. Maybe the Sand King, if he can do the same job as the Anti-Mage just did, if he's close to the forest and he has a blink there, of course, too. But the rest, these two are just very squishy. And they can't really afford to die, to go out alone. Give more kills to the Clinks. You have to wait until the Anti-Mage's bigger haste rune gets picked up. Oh. Hello. Hello, Gold. And there's the silence, there's the strafe. He's gonna take him down, 4 staff himself to the low ground. But he is stuck in trees right now, and there we go. Black knows that. Burrow strike there as well, though. Stuns it for a second. There's another stun, but it's not fast enough. He's backing off. Sexy Bamboo in the meantime from the sideline. And that is a kill on the Aegis. Or at least the Aegis gets popped. And there's another stun. It does land a bit too early though. Burst strike still happens. Is he gonna be able to send home? No. Hand of God only keeps him alive for a second while longer until Nature's Prophet takes the kill away. And that is Chen on the run from Mini. He will be able to burst strike again in a second. There we go. Blink in from Agamama, and that's gonna be Chen going down. Lina taking the kill there with a Dragon Slave.
Doesn't it?
And the Laguna Blade on the was used earlier on the Broodmother. I wanted to say that, but I don't think I did, and I don't know. I was tripping over words or something like that. Anyway, he went down. Sand King died. Chen died. That happened. That's a total 5 kills to 7 in favor of Mouz still. I'm not killing off the Klings. It was just Broodmother and Chen trying to help out the Klings with taking a fight, but then there were so many heroes there from Infused, because they stick together like they should in these times, and that just did the job. I was gonna say, what weird that nobody has wards up, but then Crystal Maiden came out and placed a ward just now, as we probably will see some wards from Mouz as well. I mean, they they have Venomance wards, okay, you can call that wards, but it's not really the same. And duration wise, I mean, with the Klings there, Klings, Epicenter, he's too fast for the Epicenter though, will be staying alive. Epicenter being used, Link being used. Oh, hello Fishbone. It's gonna be a insatiable hunger, and that's gonna be a kill, definitely. I'm not even gonna shout for that one. I mean, come on, there was spawn Spirelings in 2 hits. That is a Crystal Main dead. I don't even think, well, insatiable hunger, maybe if it didn't pop it would have taken 4 hits or something, but it's just, it looks so silly. Like, kind of silly. Invisibility rune laying down, and the Radiants see it, but they don't really want to go for it. Oh! Wagamama is not going to be able to blink yet! There he goes, he can't blink now, blink's still lower ground, and there's nobody that can fight by the invisibility rune! Wagamama staying alive, and that was... that was once again Kling's time to get a kill off, and once again not succeeding like the previous time we saw on the top lane. And Invisibility Rune is a gift from the heavens for the anti-mage. Always has his Manta style complete, and of course, if you offer the Klings as an anti-mage, you want to have that Manta style up as fast as possible, purely because the anti-mage, well, if you're silenced because of the malevolence, you will still be able to use items, and you will still be able to Manta split, and then you still have your blink, and you can be safe. And that is his intention. And he has it, well actually he has the recipe about nowish. 30 gold more. As we have a stun landing. Oh, on 2 heroes. They're not gonna go in for that one though. It's too risky. Even though Sing Sing used his God Strength. And they have 2 God thingies actually. Hand of God, God Strength. Wow. TP from Nature's Prophet, keeping the pressure on. This game might probably last for a very long time, by the way. All tier 2 towers are still up. There is a lot of pushing power on both teams. Well, some pushing power with the Broodmother, and oh, Nature's Prophet! Nature's Prophet is gonna drop there. Sexy Bamboo to help out as well, and that's gonna be the end of EGM. Sexy Bamboo taking the last hit of that one. Picks up an ultimate orb and a Manta style. Crap. I'm wrong all the time. Damn it. So yeah, that's gonna be a Manta style up on the Broodmother, as I said that he would not go for it. Because the last couple of times I saw Broodmother, they picked up the Yasha and they went for a BKB rather than going for a Manta style straight away. Because I remember I said they were going for Manta style and them being wrong, and I remember being wrong all the time. As in, if I'm wrong, I remember. And then, you know, I will be more careful about not being wrong, because I don't like being wrong. Tower is gonna be dropped here, nobody to defend it. It looks like Infused are gonna try to take a tower in return. They don't have the same power though as the Mouz has in this one. And it looks like they're gonna continue pushing, or at least maybe force out the fortification, force out some TPs as well, maybe too. Well, Anti-Mage is continuing his push in. God Strength being used, sorry, Warcry being used. God Strength as well, I can say that as well. And there goes the tower, tier 3 tower going down. Slowly but steadily, fortification is on cooldown. Stun from Lina is not landing and is forcing everybody out again for Mouz. They got what they came for, did some damage on the tower, and forced out some TPs, and their own tier 2 tower did not go down on either side, and Black is gonna TP in to get some more damage done on their creeps. Picked up a BKB, and well, it's just gonna be able to stay alive to kill stuff, and same goes for the anti-mage though. He just went, okay, I don't care if you come here to defend this tower. It's a good push that lane back again so I can push it out again afterwards with the creeps. I'll just take some kills in the tower as Sexy Bamboo is on the run here. Burst Strike did not hit. There's a TP in though. Force. Yeah, Sprout is there, but it's not going to be enough. Eat the Tango straight away. Well, I say eat the Tango, but he uses Quelling Blade. So Quelling Blade on the Chen. Do you have Quelling Blades on everybody? No. 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 Okay, only on the two that I just saw. So Broodmother and Sven there. Of course, it's a great item to have if you don't want to be ganked by the Nature's Prophet. This Sprout is very dangerous to use, and you probably want to have a Quelling Blade so you can hack your way through the trees and get out of there again. I mean, what's he doing here? Oh, still Ancients. Taking so much damage. Confusing me with his damage he takes. Yeah, Manstyle completed up on 2 heroes now as well, the Antimage as well as the Broodmother. And take a quick look at the gold graph, 4k in favor of Mouz right now. Still not that big of a difference. Towers are in favor of them, so that is that extra gold for them. And I did take the last team fight. Can I call that that? Yes, I can. Even though can I actually call them team fights because so far it's 5 to 9 kills. It's not really team fight kill numbers, really. But okay, I'll go with it. Experience graph also in favor of Mouz still. It's not that excessive that it's not looking bad for Infused at all right now. They have their antimates. They can definitely take it with their antimates, especially since the last couple of times he was able to survive the gank from Klinks, and he will be able to do that a lot better soon. Especially with the Manta style, and that might turn stuff around. Radiant
has been killed.
Wow, that is bad. As I'm wondering where it was, because we don't see anybody of the Dire over on top of the river, over the river. Maybe it was the Spirelings. Could be. Spirelings are gonna find Nature's Prophet. I gotta kill off the creeps instead. Nature's Prophet ultimate though, clearing out Spirelings, giving them some free gold. What is he doing? Sprouting the Spirelings! Must have Spirelings money. That does it. It's cool. Shiva's guard recipe up on the Sand King. I still think he's missing some item though. Oh no! That was why sorry, my reaction was because I am expecting the courier to be carrying a mystic staff for the Sand King, which he has to wait now 2 minutes more for. We will see if that's true though when the courier is back up. But otherwise you would not buy a recipe, would you? Maybe you would. Maybe you would force stuff up on the Lina. Just for some quick initiation. Nice stun from Sing Sing Lang on 2 heroes. They don't want to go for this though because there's too much possibility of dying for themselves. Berserk will clear out some Spirelings as we have Chen this time taking care of the Ancients in the jungle. Nature's Prophet TPing back in. It's gonna take some more creeps here. As everybody's just continuing their farm. We have Klinks as well taking the farm. He knows that the last couple of times he was not able to kill off the Antimage, knowing that he needed more damage. Well, he bought a Demon Edge. That's more damage up for him. So good item to have. So we have a smoke up from Infused as Roshan is probably back up again soon. Yeah, there we go. And they know that, so they're gonna try to find out heroes. They want the next Roshan, kinda. That's basically their goal. There's no wards here for them though, apart from this one. But there's also no wards for the Dire, so both of the teams can't really notice them. Ooh, and there goes the Roshan. Infused actually not finding anybody, thinking where could they have gone, but there is the Roshan pit. Here in the Roshan pit they're gonna kill it too. Ooh, not very fast, with the Medallion of Courage up on the Venomancer as well. And look at that drop, there we go, dead. And who is gonna pick up the Aegis? Is it gonna be the Klinks? Yes it is. Yes it is. If he goes down he'll be back up again to continue doing his damage with his Searing Arrows. And he's gonna look for a kill as well. Probably. Is he gonna find it though? Is he gonna try to go for the Sand King? No, he does not have a Death Pact on. As in with he wants the extra attack power if he wants to go for a gank like that. Now, in the meantime, Nature's Prophet taking care of well, some pushing here. Wanted to go for the tier 2 tower. Looks like he will have the freedom to do so as the tier 2 tower on the middle lane gets pushed out by Mouz. And they might actually want to go for more. No, they're gonna defend their own tier 2 tower. TP is gonna come in. Sexy Bamboo making sure of that. Creeps are still taking care of the tower though, so we're gonna have to do some more damage soon. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. Definitely. Sing Sing's gonna take care of the top lane tower in the meantime. They just don't want to lose towers. It's just, apart from giving away some gold to your enemy, you're also giving away a TP place for you to go to, and that is just that might be even more painful right now than the gold. As we see Staff Wizardry on the Chen, as well as a point boost on our Ogre Club. He wants to get that Aghanims to be able to spam out his Hand of God every 30 seconds, because that is what the cooldown would be. As, well, Wagamama still continuing his farm. Picked up Perseverance. Is he gonna go for a Lincoln Sphere? I remember last game, there was an Antimage that went for a Lincoln Sphere, even though he picked up a Perseverance after Mental, and I said that he was gonna go for Battle Fury, but he went for a Lincoln Sphere instead. Good item to have. He won't be, well, he won't be silenced, I guess. So that's gonna be able to help you get away. You're gonna be able to blink away from that one, and of course you won't get stunned from the Sven stun if you're targeted with it. That could be an option for him to go for, even though a Battle Fury might not be a bad item too, because by now he'll know, like, okay, I'll be able to stay alive through the harassment of the Klings, and this game is not gonna end anytime soon, so I need that Battle Fury to farm. And talking about stuff that starts with a B, Broodmother picked up a BKB. And oh wow, he did not. Yes, he did. Lina, what were you doing here by yourself? Mega kill for the Klings, mega kill for Black. And the MKB completed on him as well. As it looks like they want to push down this tier 2 tower, last tier 2 tower in the game. EGM is standing ready for it though, with his creeps. One creep already down. Where's the creep wave that's gonna push in? There we go. We have the rest of the support from Mouz too. They want to go in for this one. They can go in for this one as well. 4 staff away, stun landing. Nice blink in from Sing Sing, but not able to get the stun in on EGM, who can't do anything for this tower anymore and has to back off. Crystal Maiden there as well. Yeah, you can't really go in for that one. Mechanism being popped by Mouz, and they want to continue pushing. In the meantime, Anti-Mage continues pushing on the top lane, bottom lane. Is he gonna? Well, he has to wait for the creep wave, so he can't really blink forward. Might actually have to blink, blink TP back here though. Stun landing on EGM this time, and there goes the arrows, and that's gonna be, well, 4 staff saving his life actually. Epicenter going through here, Gale going through, and this is a team fight, and that is Antimates going down, buying back instantly, as Sand King is gonna try to back away from this one, is not gonna die so far, but look at the HP now, he's dead. 4 HP left on the Nature's Prophet. Stun from Lina, still landing on Sexy Bamboo, but still wanting to go for it. Wagamama taking another stun, taking a lot of damage, blinking away. There's Sand King again, burst striking, and instantly gone again as he bought back as well. And that's still the barracks down though in this meantime, where, well, that's just Black just focusing on the towers instead. TP in from Nature's Prophet is gonna be able to do something. Stun landing instantly, Gale landing instantly, burst strike too, but EGM already down, or is he? No, not yet. In the meantime, Unstoppable Kling skills off the Nature's Prophet, did take the last hit there. Laguna Blade taking care of the Aegis up on the Klings, but he will be up again to take care of Fishbone as the arrows fly and do so much damage. Sexy Bamboo able to back out from this one, or is he not? Stun landing, he has to back out from this one, so low on life. No, Nature's Prophet ultimate kills off 2 heroes, double kill for EGM as Klinks is still there. Did not take care of the tier 3 tower, and that is Chen going down, leaving the Gem of True Set behind and TPing, still TPing Sing Sing back to safety, but they did take out these barracks. Definitely worth it. They did not lose any heroes apart from the Venomance and the Chen. 2 heroes that you're not gonna be too, are they done yet though? No, they're not. No, they are not. Sexy Bamboo doing a lot of damage to Mini, but still Nature's Prophet taking care of the Klings. And they want to get Sexy Bamboo too. BKB is about to run out. Are they going to be able to take it? Blinking from Sexy Bamboo, sorry, from Mini. He wants to burst strike. He has the mana for it in 3 seconds, or at least the cooldown for it in 3 seconds does not lead to burst strike, but because Lina's Dragon Slave will kill him off, and that is actually not a very good fight for Mouz, even though they still took care of the barracks, so I guess it was worth it, but still losing the Klings, not very good. Losing the Broodmother, not good either. I thought they were backing off again, but Infused, making sure that they got out whichever hero they went, and the Indeed Sheever's guard completed on the Sand King. And yeah, as well Blink there, which we saw. So taking back some kills again, gonna have... There goes the revenge. Black taking the revenge, killing off Alina. The BKB popped because he didn't want to get stunned. Did not gonna want to be Laguna bladed. Understandable too, because it killed him. Killed his Aegis. Does a lot of damage, and they want to go for this again. They're thinking, okay, if we can lose 4 heroes and then take a team fight, it's all fine. As in, did that make sense? If we can push in, kill barracks, get both barracks, then lose some heroes, that is fine. As long as they kill the barracks, it's fine. If they can do that 3 times, then they win, kinda. With the one, they get mega creeps, which is almost as good as a win. Or still the Antimate's getting bigger and bigger, picked up a Battle Fury instead. He was thinking this game was gonna last long, but so far, Mouz is trying to make some haste in this 30 seconds, minutes in. And, well, maybe looking to push down this middle lane as there's creeps, there's Spirelings, there's Chen's creeps, and every hero is here as well. A TP out from Entrate straight away. They want to go for this. Or want to go for this, they want to defend this rather. Mouz wants to go for this. That's the case. Hand of God going through. Bit over enthusiastic, but just making sure that everybody's on full HP. Still, Nature Prophet Ultimate still up as well. And Chen, of course, he has the items. He can spam out the hand of God as much as he wants to. If it's a long team fight, he'll be able to use it 2 times. We see Mini standing there, waiting for a good position to pop off his epicenter as BKB clings to one. Oh, look at the tower going down. That's one tower going down. Definitely one last hit. Broodmother takes care of that one. Fishbone is going to be the next target. Spawn Firelings doing a lot of damage, and that's going to be the kill for Sexy Bamboo. In the meantime, Wagamama taking a lot of damage as well. It's going to get picked up. Epicenter being there as well as the Shiva's guard, but is it going to be enough? Venomancer is dropping into Lena's Laguna Blade, but still it's only a Venomancer, and they lost their anti-mates, they lost their Crystal Maiden, and that's going to be another barracks down in favor of Mouz. Who cares about a Venomancer? He already did his Poison Nova anyway. That's basically all you need to do as a Venomancer, that's your job. 2700 gold up on a Venomancer. He could even buy back if really needed, which is not really needed, because they, once again, they took down the barracks. And we're just able to continue that. Oh, stun landing on Sexy Bamboo. Do we want to go for this? Does Sexy Bamboo want to go for this? TP in for his staff. Is there going to be Blink? Yes, there is. Burst Strike is going to hit in all 3 though. There is the kill on Sexy Bamboo, but stun landing on Mini Steel. Is he going to be able to take that back? Popping his Insatiable Hunger. Will he be able to get away from this one? Look at him crawl. Look at him crawl. He really wants it, but EGM, is he going to be invisible in time? Burst Strike will do the job. Sand can get him the kill in the meantime, and there is Klinks. Once again, EGM will get EGM. One more arrow will do the job, and is he gonna get it? No, he is not. He is like Skeleton walking away because it's BKB and he doesn't want to risk it anymore. In the meantime, Sven did kill off the Lina on the top lane, well, mid lane still too, but still on a different location than where we were looking at, a bit more to the north. That was it. But Infused not done with this yet. They can still defend this. If this anti-mage is going to be able to get more farm, if they're going to be able to continue to defend this, then they will be able to take this as well. All they need is just to get more farm from the anti-mage, which is not... Oh, it is an easy thing to do in theory, but he kind of has to farm on like this lane, for example, now, which only gives half the money which it normally gets, because of course it's mega creeps, so they only give half money than the normal creeps would give. And that is a bit painful. They have to continuously push down that lane as well, and yeah, it's just making it a lot harder as Black and his team, as Mouz is making themselves ready to push down his bottom lane, because that's going to be the last target for them, as they systematically wipe out every barracks set there is, and bottom lane is the only one left standing, so that's going to be the item for them to have. Sing Sing picked up a Hyperstone, picked up a BKB. We saw the BKB earlier in the fight, I believe, as well. So Venomancer, is he gonna go for a Vanguard? Good go for Vanguard still, Chen, and not getting anything else in the meantime. As let's see if we see some other items. BKB up on the Broodmother now too. A lot of BKBs, just being able to withstand the stuns that come out from Infused, and of course the epicenter as well. And Ghost Scepter up. I don't know if that's the right thing to do, because it will be magical damage with the searing arrows, just like it would be with the Crystal Main Frostbite. So when you can't be safe from the Klinks, you might be safe from the Sven though. Klinks having a Skull Basher up right now, and a double damage rune. Did not eat a creep yet though, 4 seconds until he can do that, but it's like, okay, I got enough damage without it, so I'll just go in regardless. Which he can do. He does a lot of damage, and there they go. There's a blink in from Sing Sing. Wants to go over, lands a stun on 2 female heroes, and they're gonna go down, or at least Hand of God, he wishes for them to be down. He doesn't get them down though. Hand of God's going through, keeping them alive a little longer. Anti-mage backing off, stun landing on Sing Sing. Are they gonna be able to go in on this? It doesn't look like it. In the meantime, tower, TFP tower is down. Barracks is next. Black is just focusing them down. That's one barracks, and that's a second barracks, and that's mega creep in favor of Mouz. As we still have Sing Sing going back, but buying back instantly. Well, sorry, Anti-Mage buying back instantly. Crystal Maiden dying. Broodmother taking care of that one. As the Chen also went down, he cannot buy back though, and that it is mega creep, so it doesn't really need to as well. Use his Hand of God as well, as the gem drops as Nature's Prophet goes down. That's Lina gonna go down to double kill for the Broodmother. They want to go. Oh, Anti-Mage still killing off the Broodmother with the mana point, but the GG is called. Mouz wins this match as well as the previous one, so that's 2 points going in favor of Mouz right now. As the disconnects have already gone out, Region disconnected from the game, Nature's Prophet disconnected from the game, Fishbone disconnected from the game, and it's only Wagamama left here, and the GG well played still coming out from Mouz, as they are tearing down to this tier 4 towers, and are gonna tear down these barracks unless Bagamala disconnects earlier, which he doesn't. So we're gonna have to see that one going down. And that is a game for GosuLeague complete. Actually, 2 games for GosuLeague complete. As I'm gonna thank you for watching, for joining me in these matches, which are actually very entertaining. I have to say, it's just 2 different tactics working alongside each other, and just both teams having great chances. It was very even for both games for a long time until, well, both until late game came and Antimage was not firm enough, and Mouz was. For the last game, then Antimage was farmed enough late game. Well, you know, if you saw it, you know what I mean. Doesn't matter. I am Sheever. I'm a GosuGamers caster. Go check out GosuGamers.net for your eSport information. There's also a link on that website too. GosuLeague Division 1, where these games were for, and you will be able to check the standings and stuff like that, and which teams are still have to play, and how teams are doing in general. And, well, you can find more information about me on my website, SheeverGaming.com. Go check that one out, as well as where you can find the links for my YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and stuff like that. So go follow me on YouTube and Twitter and stuff like that. So, you know, stuff like that. So I think I've let you look at this end screen long enough. If you were really interested, let's see if we missed something that was there. Item-wise. No. Nope. I don't think so. I don't think so. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I think this was actually the last game of the night. It's actually 12 o'clock. What a timing. It's like exactly 12 o'clock. I think my house is gonna turn into a pumpkin.